good, y'all? I'm Jerry, about to check out the worst rap music fails in pro wrestling history. This video is by Wrestling Behind the Themes. Two wrestlers who I know had kind of a career outside of music and rap will have to be John Cena, because he released a rap album back in 2005, I think, and R-Truth, who's currently a rapper, and he's been releasing music here and there and stuff like that. So let's check out other rap music fails in pro wrestling history. But John Cena, on the other hand, was successful. I don't know about R-Truth, but R-Truth had a pretty good career too as well. So we're on the road to 2K subscribers, man. 2K subscribers. So let's hop into this video.
It's no secret that rappers and hip-hop aficionados love professional wrestling. So many of today's contemporary acts have filled their music catalogs with memorable sound bites, lyrics, and songs named after prominent wrestlers. And the same can also be said of certain wrestlers and how much they appreciate the art of spitting hot fire. So much so that several superstars have tried their best to hang on the mic, but it turns out they weren't too legit.
The Rock just put out a song, I think, last year.
That being said, I'm Kevin Callis from Wrestling Behind the Themes, and here are Kevin's 7 wrestling rap fails. The AWA's Wrestle Rock Rumble.
What the hell is this?
One of the largest pieces of wrestle crap ever produced. In 1986, the American Wrestling Association were building up to a huge event being held at the Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota, called Wrestle Rock. The card was heavily promoted for months and turned out to be quite a success, bringing in a decent bit of straight cash, homie, and attracting over 20,000 fans. Actually, it's quite amazing the event did so well considering how poorly it was advertised. The now infamous music video entitled The Wrestle Rock Rumble is so cringeworthy to watch that you want to make sure you delete your internet history so no one knows what you do in your spare time. Featuring different AWA talent, quote-unquote, rapping verses, the video starts off fine thanks to the Midnight Rockers, and then the wheels fall off quickly as everyone loses their place and are racing through the verses. Sheik Adnan Al-Kaisi babbles incoherently, Crusher Jerry Blackwell can actually read, Greg Gagne is super pissed off for no apparent reason, and the rest of this video is the drizzling shits. PN News.
Bustin'.
Yo baby, yo baby, yo. You have to have a spot on this list for the OG originator of this marriage between rap and wrestling, the round mound of sound from Motown. The rap master, PN News, was a near 400-pound big boy who WCW turned into a rapper in the early 90s, probably because he looked like he could be Heavy D's doppelganger. Basically, News would feud with the likes of Wildfire, Tommy Rich, Johnny B. Bad, and the One-Man Gang. But WCW definitely missed out on an opportunity to book a rap battle or a dance-off between News and Akeem the African Dream. Now, PN wasn't the most talented in the ring or on the mic, but apparently he was in line for a big push with the company. Unfortunately, News was accused of stealing money from the boys in the locker room and was ultimately released by management, even though he denied any wrongdoing. Perhaps the P in PN stands for pickpocket.
Damn.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage. One of the most unique side projects ever attempted by a sports entertainer was when the Macho Man entered the rap game and released an album in the fall of 2003 called Be a Man. Now let's set the record straight here. Be a Man was no contemporary classic. It barely made a blip at the time of its release, moving around only 15,000 copies and making Savage a bit of a punchline to some. Back then, I had a job in the radio business and Randy was doing promotional work the week the album debuted. He came by the country music station I was working at, and to this day, I believe that this is the only rap song to have ever been played on the air at that station. Good or bad, there will never be another human being quite like the Macho Man. Never. Because there will never be another MC quite like Randy Savage. He raps okay for an old white guy, but the lyrics calling out Hulk Hogan are terrible, and Macho's gravely voice soon becomes painfully irritating to listen to. Hulk Hogan. A little under a year into his WCW run, the Hulkster was smack dab in the middle of a Hulkamania backlash, as fans had grown really tired of his shtick. However, before Hogan would turn heel and form the NWO, there was one last act of uber good guyness he needed to take care of, and that was the release of his album called Hulk Rules, backed by the fictional wrestling boot band, which actually consisted of Jimmy Hart, not even the mouth of the South, and all his musical prowess could save this project from being an absolute disaster. There are just so many awful songs to choose from that it's impossible to make a decision about which one is the worst. I Want to Be a Hulkamaniac is probably the most infamous, but for my money, you gotta go with Beach Patrol. Mainly because you get to hear the Hulkster make a pathetic attempt at being hip by rapping out popular catchphrases from the time, such as, "Whoop, there it is," and "Hey girlfriend." This is some top-notch duty, brother. What's that smell? Platinum Max Caster. Everyone loves the Acclaimed, and Platinum Max Caster is one of the driving forces behind that claim. Caster has become a must-see and a must-hear highlight on AEW television, not only for his in-ring work alongside Anthony Bowens, but for his pre-match diss tracks aimed at his opponents. Caster has shown that nothing is off-limits during his raps, as he's taken aim at Brian Pillman Jr. being featured on Vice's Dark Side of the Ring, and Mrs. Jon Moxley, Renee Paquette, sliding into his DMs for oral sessions.
Damn.
Having already been suspended by Tony Khan without pay and required to attend sensitivity training for a couple of lines that got him in hot water, some might think that Caster's rhymes come off as forced and trying too hard to be controversial. We think Max is great and is a breath of fresh air when it comes to pushing the envelope in this day and age where cancel culture reigns supreme. R-Truth.
R-Truth.
Ron Killings has always repped hip-hop music, as he's been rapping the same song down to the ring for the past 20 years. Except for that one time he came up with a new song, Right Time to Get Crunk. Now give the WWE credit, because they tried their best to get this song over by pairing Truth up with Eve Torres to dance with him. They let Truth sing basically the entire song as part of his entrance, which was now full of all the flashing lights and camera tricks that Kevin, he can never keep his finger off the switch done, loves to give people seizures with. And they even showed it as a music video a couple of times when he wasn't wrestling on that particular night. And then someone let the powers that be know exactly what getting crunked meant. And Truth went back to asking the WWE Universe what's up, seemingly the next day.
Damn.
Captain Lou Albano. One of the founding fathers of the Rock and Wrestling Connection, Captain Lou may be a WWE Hall of Fame manager, but if there's anyone with a voice that does not mesh well with the concept of rapping, it's the Captain. As anyone who's ever watched the Super Mario Brothers Super Show can attest to. As Albano attempts to get all the littles to do the Mario, listening to Lou here is about as painful as having a rubber band stapled to your face and then ripped out by the root.
I will pull your goddamn tongue out by the roots! Thank you very much.
It's really hard to decide which is worse, the Captain's dancing moves or his rapping, but we'll have to go with the latter. Captain Lou sounds more like the Russian nightmare Nikita Koloff here than an 8-bit pudgy Italian plumber who loves pizza, pasta, and princesses. There ain't nothing super about this track.
Oh.
And that's it for our list. Please let us know if there are any songs we might have missed by leaving a comment down below. And do us a favor by giving this video a massive thumbs up. Go.
Alright, y'all, great video, man. Let me know down in the comments what y'all thought of my reaction to this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.